Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans is set. You are going to have, for the second time in the last 3 years, Chiefs versus Eagles. And we're going to start on the AFC side. Towards the end of the first half, Chiefs versus Bills, it looked like the Chiefs were going to run away with it, up 21-10. But the final possession for the Bills in the first half, Josh Allen throws it up to the freak show athlete that is Mac Hollins, who scores a touchdown to make it a 5-point game. The Bills up 21-16 at the half. And then to start the third quarter, Chiefs get the ball, and for the Bills defense, you got to get this stop to maintain the momentum that you created to end the first half. You need a stop, and they get that stop. A big-time sack by Matt Milano on third down, and it pushes Kansas City out of field goal range. The Bills, they get the ball back, and on fourth down, James Cook with a hard-fought touchdown gets hit midair and still manages to stretch the ball out over the plane for the score. They go for the 2-point attempt. It fails. The Bills now up 22-21. And the Bills defense, they follow that up with yet another scoreless stop. So now the Bills not only are in the lead, they got to stop, and it seems like they are in the driver's seat, albeit, yes, it's Patrick Mahomes, but you're in good shape. Bills get the ball back, and a controversial call happens where fourth down, they go for the QB sneak, Josh Allen, and in real time, it looked like he got the first down. I swear I saw the tip of that ball right on the line to gain, but the refs, they marked it short, and then they reviewed it, and the play was upheld. And the Chiefs, after that turnover on downs, they scored a touchdown 5 plays later. The Chiefs now up 29-22. Then the freak athlete that is Mac Hollins makes another appearance, does a straightaway. Josh Allen finds him. Mac Hollins makes the big play to set up first and goal. And then on fourth and goal, I'm just sitting here saying with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left, yo, go for the points. It's not worth the risk. They say, screw that. We're going to go for it. Josh Allen, after the ball snaps, finds a wide open Curtis Samuel in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. And now it's a 29-all game. This is what football is all about. You got Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback in the league, versus Josh Allen, likely going to win MVP, arguably the league's QB2. More than halfway through the fourth quarter, tie game, 2 greats in a showdown. This is football cinema. Are we going to get Patrick Mahomes to the last dance of the season again for the chance to go for the three-peat, 4 Super Bowl wins overall? Or are we finally going to see Josh Allen get over the hump that is Patrick Mahomes in the postseason? That the Bills can finally beat the Patrick Mahomes-led Chiefs in the playoffs for the first time and get to the Super Bowl. Not just that, but also giving Bills Mafia the opportunity to think to themselves, oh my God, maybe all of our years of suffering, 0-4 in Super Bowl games, back to back to back to back, that maybe we can finally have a shot to watch our Buffalo Bills hoist the Lombardi Trophy. And as a football fan, it's everything we wanted. The Chiefs, they go up after kicking a field goal, 32-29. The Bills, they get the ball back for their final drive. Fourth down, near midfield, and the story ends for the Buffalo Bills for 2 reasons. Number 1, Steve Spagnuolo dialed up the perfect play defensively. Ball snaps, 3 Chiefs defenders make way immediately through the line of scrimmage, creating pressure. Josh Allen falls back, heaves it up for Dalton Kincaid. In fact, I don't even know if Josh Allen actually meant to throw it to Kincaid. The pressure was there. I think he said, screw it, throw up a prayer, and somebody out there somewhere, please make a play. And for Dalton Kincaid, I know that the play didn't go down the way that it was designed to happen, and you having to go horizontal in the air, but you're a professional football player that plays the position of tight end. Your job, in part, is to block and also to catch the football. The ball hits you right in the hands. You have to make that catch. And after the turnover on downs, the Chiefs get the ball back. Mahomes does what he does best in clutch moments. He just makes plays. 3rd and 9. This is for the game, the season. for Buffalo. They have to get a stop here. 3rd and 9, Mahomes finds Samaje Perine. Nothing but running room. 17 yards, first down, game over. And I feel bad for Buffalo. Bills Mafia. Josh had a really good game, as well as James Cook. And the Bills also won the turnover battle. So you would think because of those 3 factors that I guess Buffalo should have won that game. But Patrick Mahomes, obviously, on top of that, the key to Kansas City advancing, winning this game, and getting to New Orleans was their defense. They were excellent on 3rd downs, and they got the key stop necessary to end the game. Shout out to the Chiefs, man. They have the best quarterback paired with elite coaching on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. And now to the NFC side. The Eagles put the Washington Commanders in a blender, winning the NFC Championship game by 4 scores, final score 55-23. And all week long, leading up to this NFC Championship game, it was Jayden Daniels that got all the hype, rightfully so. This is the best rookie quarterback that I've ever seen. He has a bright future. The Commanders as a team, they have a bright future. But while Jayden Daniels got the hype, the Eagles, they got the win. Shout out to Landon Dickerson. Cam Jurgens, the Eagles starting center, was dealing with a back injury. He was active, but did not start the game. Basically, they had him on standby for an emergency situation only. So, Landon Dickerson, their starting left guard, moved over to center. And yes, I understand that back in college, he played exclusively the center position for the Crimson Tide, and in 2020 was the best center in college football, helping Alabama win the national championship. And right after that, Dickerson was a 2nd-round pick, 37th overall. But that was 4 years ago. Since that time, 4 years in the league, he's played just 42 snaps at center. He is a professional left guard. So I thought this was going to possibly create some problems for the Eagles offense in terms of communication with the protection schemes or knowing the snap count, but he battled, he fought his ass off, he suffered a leg injury and would not come out the game. On the sideline, it looked like Cam Jurgens, the actual starting center, or at least not for this game anyway, was trying to convince him, hey bro, you look like you're hurt out there, I can go in and do the job the rest of this half. But Dickerson wasn't having any of it. He was determined to keep playing. That's a tough football player. In fact, Webster needs to immediately change the definition of football. That the new definition for football simply needs to be Landon Dickerson. Tough football player playing out of position in agony, has to get a boot on, but damn it, I'm staying in this game. Good for you. Dickerson playing center in the first half. The Eagles scored 27 points, 2 rushing touchdowns for Saquon, passing touchdown for Hurts, brotherly shove touchdown for Hurts as well, with Dickerson, hurt and all, operating as the anchor. And Nick Sirianni, head coach of the Eagles, earlier pointed out that offensive line coach Jeff Stoutland regularly cross-trains the offensive line to play different positions so that in the event that something like what we saw today happens, that we'll be ready for it. And boy, were they ready for it. Dickerson could not start the second half, so Cam Jurgens, you're there for an emergency situation. I would say that this constitutes as an emergency situation. He starts the second half, 2 centers, both playing injured, and it didn't matter. The Eagles continue to dominate. In the second half, Philly outscored Washington 28-8. And the Eagles offense, they had a balanced attack with the run and the pass in terms of yardage, but in terms of scoring, the bulk of the work was on the ground. In total, 7 rushing touchdowns, 3 apiece for Saquon and Jalen Hurts. Hurts in the passing game, very efficient, 20 for 28, 246 yards and a score. The offense and defense controlled the line of scrimmage. Talked about the offense, but that defense shut out the running backs of the Washington Commanders. That for Jayden Daniels, if Washington is going to win this game, you're going to have to do it all by yourself, not just in the passing game, but also as a runner. And going up against the number 1 defense that is the Philadelphia Eagles, you're going to face all sorts of problems. They're going to give you trouble at all 3 levels. The 3rd level, the secondary, their 2 rookies, Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, both had 2 pass breakups. Mitchell also had an interception. Darius Slay, he made plays as well. At the second level, first team All-Pro Zach Bond had 12 tackles. At the first level, and this is the luxury that the Eagles defense has, is that you don't even have to blitz. You can create consistent pressure with just a 4-man rush. Jalen Carter is Fletcher Cox reborn. Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis. The game starts in the trenches where the Eagles almost always control the line of scrimmage. And also, experience prevailed here. These Eagles, Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, they've been to a Super Bowl. This is their second NFC Championship game. They understand to take it one play at a time, but the experience really became glaring in the sense that one of the sacred rules of this sport is to win the turnover battle. Protect the football. Eagles had 0 turnovers and forced turnovers. The Eagles, they got 4 takeaways. They also forced 2 turnovers on downs. So essentially they got 6 takeaways total. And if you win the turnover battle, you essentially should expect to win that game. But you can guarantee a win if you can turn those turnovers into points. The Eagles forced 6 turnovers. They turned those into 5 touchdowns. The game got so out of hand that after Austin Eckler's fumble at the end of the third quarter, Eagles recover at their own 49. They eventually get it to Washington's 1-yard line. And in that goal possession, we got 3 straight encroachment penalties. The first 2 by Frankie Louvu, which Jeff Hardy must be proud. Back-to-back plays, Frankie Louvu did back-to-back swanton bombs over the line of scrimmage before the ball snapped. The third encroachment was by Jonathan Allen. And the refs announced that they can award points after that Jonathan Allen encroachment penalty, that they can award points if they keep up with the shenanigans. Amazing. Which doesn't sound legal to me. Like, there's no way that I need this pointed out in the NFL rule book. Exactly. Like, page 42, section Z, paragraph A. That you can actually award points to a team that hasn't actually earned it? Make it make sense. But congrats to the Eagles. They punched their ticket to New Orleans, where they will face the Kansas City Chiefs for the second time out of the last 3 years to hoist the Lombardi Trophy. Last time, the Chiefs won it. Can the Eagles do it this time? We'll see. Can't wait.